Hi there, AK here. This is my review of the Mi Band 6. Design-wise, the Mi Band 6 is very similar to its predecessor in many ways. It's only when you turn on the display you'll see that this is the latest Mi Band 6. Not only is this the largest display on the Mi Band so far, it's vibrant, it's bright, and most importantly, it's sharp. Almost as good as a smartphone display, and definitely the best that you can get at this price right now. That said, the bezels are still pretty huge, so I would highly recommend you to use a watch face with a dark background. With a large display like this, it's a lot easier to interact with stuff on the screen, and this can be seen in the music controls, where the icons are much larger. The thing that really stands out about the UI of the Mi Band 6 is the animations, and this is something that other manufacturers tend to avoid due to the lack of performance. While it isn't perfectly smooth here, it's very usable and that really adds to the experience. The other part of the Mi Band 6 that I really like is the charging. The new charger is magnetic and doesn't require you to remove it from the strap, which is really convenient. As usual, this strap is really comfortable, though I wish there were more holes in it. That will prevent water from getting trapped after you wash your hands, as well as provide more ventilation. These days, many people get fitness trackers not for the fitness tracking aspect of it, but for the convenience that it can bring. However, being able to track your steps, heart rate, and sleep is still really important, so let's talk about that. Now let's begin with sleep tracking, and this is one area in which Xiaomi really excels in. Many of the fitness trackers I've tested in the past are unable to record naps you take in the day, and even those that do tend to overwrite the data from that previous night, which is not very desirable. Xiaomi does things differently, in which their Mi Fit app has a section for naps in the day, which stores data separately from the data recorded at night. From my testing, it detects sleep and time really well. Even on days that I laze around in the bed after being awake, it was able to detect when I was actually awake. For heart rate tracking, I noticed that there's some difference in the sensor. Instead of having green light, it is red and green light this time round. As for how accurate it is, I can't tell because I don't have the device to test that accurately. And if you really need something that is very accurate, go and consult a doctor and not get this, as this is not a medical device. Now let's test how accurate the step tracking is. This is the method I use for all my fitness tracker tests. Now I'm going to test with regular walking. We are at 749 steps. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 7, 9, 8, 9, 900. And now we are at 847 steps. In that 100 steps, it missed out just 2 steps, which is pretty good. Now let us test out the running. 1802, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 9, 5, 0. And we are at 1850. As you can see, that was pretty good. Among that 50 steps, you only missed out 2. The main thing that really affects this tracking is how you swing your arms. So if you swing naturally, it should be able to track pretty well. Battery life is really good on the Mi Band 6. With all the tracking features enabled, including sleep monitoring, sleep breathing quality monitoring, active heart rate monitoring, as well as stress monitoring, I was able to get a full week of battery life with 5% battery remaining. It's now past the 7 days mark and the Mi Band 6 has 5% battery left. And then with the magnetic charger, I was able to charge it up from 5% to 100% in just 1 hour and 20 minutes. Is the Mi Band 6 worth getting? I would say it depends. If you already have a Mi Band 5, I'm not sure about that since I've not used it, but on paper, it doesn't seem that different except for the display. But if you're coming from a Mi Band 4 like me, then yes, this is a great device to get. It's time to upgrade. And that is all I have for this review of the Mi Band 6. See you soon.